Oh hey, it's me, the PS2 startup noise.mp4. Whoa. You know, I'm starting to notice a pattern with video games and me over the last, I don't know, 2 years or so. A bunch of games come out all at once, either on the same day or in the same week, and I kind of just pick one to make a video about, and then I make a video about it, and then I completely miss all the other stuff because it takes me a week and a half to make a video. So by the time I finish that one, the internet has moved on from all the other ones, and I just don't bother playing them because what's the point? Don't even get me started on all the video games that come out that I don't even know exist until way after the fact. And then I happen to read an article about them or just happen to see them on the Xbox Game Pass or the Xbox Store or whatever. I'm like, where did this game come from? And then I see it came out a year ago. Now I came upon this revelation because I recently got an iPhone for work. With the iPhone, when I activated it, I had a 1-year free trial to Apple Arcade, and I was like, Apple stuff. I only got the phone because the job wanted me to have it. I really didn't want to have it. Then I got Apple Arcade, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of dang good games on here. And I hadn't heard about literally any of them. There's a Platinum Games hack and slash game on there that's really good. Way better than it should be on an iPhone. And there's all kinds of quirky, weird games on there that are about, well, some of them are basically about nothing, but the gameplay is just really fun. There's some classic stuff like Fruit Ninja Plus. I haven't bothered with those because I haven't played Fruit Ninja since I was 13, and I don't plan on doing it again anytime soon. There are just too dang many good games,
and I'm not getting to play all of them.
Now, is this literally the lamest problem that anybody could ever have? Too many good video games existing for them to play all of them? I can neither confirm nor deny. Basically, I want to take this subject and kind of put a positive spin on it and highlight some games that I think are, flying under the radar, some services that I think maybe aren't being taken advantage of enough. I'm not hearing about them as much as I feel like I should be. Because I'm sure that a lot of people kind of have this same problem that I do, where, you hear about all the really big games and you play some of those, and then a bunch of other games just fly right under your radar and you never hear about them, you never play them, whatever. And these games deserve more attention. The first thing that we need to talk about here is Apple Arcade, because there's a lot, and I mean a lot, of really good games on Apple Arcade. And I think some of them have already been on other platforms. I know games like Sayonara Wild Hearts, I think, was on Switch and PS4 before it was on Apple Arcade, or maybe it hit all of them at the same time. That game's really fun. I've been playing a game called Slash Quest, I think, where basically you're a person and you've got a giant talking sword that you hold out in front of you, and you have 3 buttons. 2 of the buttons turn you left and right, counterclockwise and clockwise, and the other button just moves forward. So instead of actually hitting a button to attack or something, the sword is just anything it touches, it hits. So, when you're fighting enemies and stuff, you're just kind of walking into a bunch of enemies and then spinning around and attacking all of them, or trying to time your turn with their attack because some of them are immune to being hurt from the front. It's really fun, and it's satisfying to play, and it's goofy, so, pretty much anybody can play it. That's the other thing, too. A lot of the games on Apple Arcade, for the most part, what I can tell, are pretty kid-friendly, so it shouldn't be a problem letting your kid... There might be a couple, T for Teen games on there. I haven't played all of them. I haven't played many of them, but I've looked at a lot of them. And it's a pretty cool service, and for $5 a month, if you have, a capable iPhone, I'm guessing probably within the last 3 or 4 generations of iPhone, most of these games can be played, and I think it's worth your time to check it out. There's even NBA 2K21 stuff on there. I don't think it's the same as the console versions, but for people that want to play that kind of thing on the go, it's there. You might as well. If you haven't given Apple Arcade a try and you've got a compatible device, go for it. $5 a month. You might even have a free trial just sitting there waiting for you like I did. I didn't even know it was there, and then I just had it. New Blood Games. Oh my god, New Blood Games. Like, did they miss? No. Have you played any of their games? Maybe. Probably. Or at least heard of some of them. But they got a lot of really good games under their belt that you need to play. I mean, we're talking Dusk and Medieval. Ultrakill, Gloomwood's coming out soon, and that game looks fantastic. Like, so good, dude. If you've got like any kind of itch for like action-packed shooter games, you gotta check out New Blood Games. I think most of their games are available on multiple platforms, not just PC. I know Ultrakill, I think, is still only on PC, but that's a bit newer than some of the other ones. Medieval just got RTX support, and it looks fan-freaking-tastic for being like a purposefully outdated-looking boomer shooter. It's really good, and these guys, they're a cool studio. They feel kind of like Devolver in that way, where they just want to put out really cool games all the time, and they want to be interactive with their fans. They're just awesome. So New Blood Games, go look at their catalog. Also, they have some pretty sweet desk mats. That's completely unrelated, but the desk mats that they sell are pretty sweet. So many remasters and so many games from our childhoods. I don't know how old my audience is, but I'm gonna assume they're around my age, maybe a little younger. So many good games from, you know, the PS2 and prior eras. Even games that came out on the previous generation get remasters or like upscales and stuff. Spider-Man PS4 got a remastered version on PS5. The game came out like 2.5 years ago and it already got a remaster, so that one's a little ridiculous. But I mean, stuff is getting remade and redone all the time, so if you ever think like, man, I never got around to playing Crash Bandicoot or Spyro when I was younger, or I was just a little too young to play those when they were relevant, well, you can play them all now. Plus Crash Bandicoot 4, which is new, and it's pretty flippin' sweet. No new Spyro game yet, but I bet there's probably gonna be one at some point, and hopefully it won't be like all the really terrible Spyro sequels we got after Spyro 3 the first time. Yeah! And we gotta talk about random indie games, because holy shit. Oh my god. So many indie games all of the time, always. Look, they just keep coming out, and I cannot keep track of all of them. I follow a lot of them on Twitter. Twitter's a great place to go if you want to find cool indie games. Just look up like #IndieDev and just search through the results. You will find so many cool games that you never even knew existed. Like, I want to highlight one in particular, Crumble, where you play as a little blue blob who has a long stretchy tongue. And it's just a fun, fast-paced, like puzzle platformer thing where you use your tongue to swing around from platform to platform, and it's really fun and open, and you can complete levels in all kinds of different ways that you didn't think were possible the first time around. It's awesome, and it's like $10. Like, dude, this game is worth way more than $10, and it's a lot more fun than a lot of popular games. I don't want to be the guy that dunks on AAA games and just be like, "Ugh, AAA games are bad." They're not. They're usually like pretty good to amazing. However, there's way more games than that, and those games need to be played by you. Let's highlight. I'm just gonna list. Running over my microphone cord. I'm just gonna list some games now, okay? And I'm gonna show like a picture or like a little clip of those games. I'm not gonna tell you about them, I'm just gonna let that stuff speak for itself, okay? So first up we have Shut Up and Drive. Then we got Pizza Tower. We got Tough Bippy. We got Fight Night. That's Night as in Knight. That's how you spell night, right? Cosmic Bull. Bull, not ball. Bull. BOLL. TMNT Shredder's Revenge. That's less of an indie game and, well, just a cool retro game, but cool nonetheless. Steel Assault. Dark Souls Nightfall. Now this one isn't an indie game per se, but it's a fan mod for Dark Souls that is just a whole nother game. Like they just made another Dark Souls with all new stuff. It's crazy. You should go check it out. And Dad by the Sword. I think it's called Dad by the Sword. It's a cool first-person, like, fist-fighting, sword-fighting game where you can kick dudes into stuff, and it's fun. Go check it out. Now, those games I just mentioned have not come out yet.
I tricked you, huh?
But these games, the games I'm about to talk about, are out. So you should go check them out and then buy them and play them. Crumble, I talked about before. Blue Ball, Sticky Tongue, go play it. Skinwalker Hunt and Witch Hunt. These games are not necessarily sequels of each other, but they're made by the same guy, and they're these really awesome atmospheric hunting games where you're not really hunting animals, you're hunting creepy, spooky creatures in the woods, and you've got to make traps and stuff like that. It's really cool. Go check them out. Donut County. Now this one's been out for a while, and a lot of you have probably already heard of this, but I just felt like bringing it up because it's really dumb and fun, and you should go play it because it's pretty cheap. Pikuniku. This game has been out for a while. Again, I understand, but not enough people talk about it, so go play Pikuniku. It's fun. What the Golf? Again, been out for a bit, but really cool and unique and not at all a golf game. At all. Phantom Abyss. Okay, so this one technically comes out in like a week from when I'm recording this, but Phantom Abyss is really cool because it's like a first-person Indiana Jones thing where you gotta like raid a temple and you've got a whip that's kind of like a grappling hook and you gotta dodge traps and enemies and stuff and escape temples. It's really neat, and you can see like the ghosts of past players and how they died and stuff, like actively running around you. It's really awesome, and you should go check it out. My point is with all of this is that there's a lot of really great games coming out all the time that go completely unnoticed, or mostly unnoticed, and I think some YouTubers do a really good job at shedding some light on these. Iron Pineapple, for example, does these videos where he talks about Souls-likes that he finds on Steam, and some of them are really cool and have like almost no reviews or likes or anything, and I think that really sucks. So let's bring some attention to some games that don't get enough attention and an overarching genre, the indie genre, that needs more attention. I wanted to turn this kind of weird, dumb complaint about, oh, there's too many good games, into a PSA, you know? There's a lot of great, crazy stuff out there that you probably don't even know that you like because you haven't played it or you haven't tried to play it. Like, I know, okay? AAA games are a lot of fun, and maybe you're happy just playing Fortnite and Overwatch. And you know what? Those games, pretty good. They're fun, and I understand why people just play them over and over and over, but I'm here to tell you, to beg you and plead with you to step outside of that comfort zone, just one toe outside of that comfort zone, and try some other games. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. If you got questions, recommendations, like, please tell me in the comments below. Like, let me know if there's a game that you think I should bring attention to or that you just want to bring attention to in the comments, okay? I'll heart that shit in a heartbeat, my guy. I want people to know about cool games that nobody knows about because there's way too many of them. Now I want to end this video by saying thank you so much for watching, and I'd really, really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed and commented, and you know, comment how super cool indie games are and a cool game you want everyone to know about. If that's all you comment, dude, the more the merrier. Let people know. I want to know because I'm sick of just hearing about the same 5 games all the time. Okay, it's lame. And don't recommend the Intellivision Amico to me because I already made a video on that. It's the last one I made. You should go check it out when you got some time, please. I will see you in the next video, or maybe even my next live stream. I stream sometimes during the week. I haven't really nailed down days because every time my stream sessions come up, I end up having to do like real life stuff, and that sucks. So I'm trying to figure out a better schedule for this kind of thing. So I'm thinking maybe more weekday stuff because weekends are a lot busier for me. So go and follow my Twitch. It's down in the description below. It's ResetGet. I'm ResetGet everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Go check me out. And thank you in advance for following and liking and commenting and subscribing and doing all of those awesome things. And I'll see you later.